Welcome to Los Angeles, California, ladies and gentlemen. We're en route to a secret location right now. Whenever I'm traversing the urban jungle looking for affordable entertainment, I always get very excited when I stumble upon a Neo Geo machine. Well, today I'm going to show you a magical Neo Geo machine. Okay, so Neo Geo, the king of the 90s arcades, made famous by games like Metal Slug and Samurai Showdown. These cabinets were really cool because they featured advanced graphics and 4 games. You had a choice of what you wanted to play. So what's so great about this one? Well, when you hold down the left player start button for 10 seconds, it kicks you into a sort of magic portal, okay? You get access to almost every single Neo Geo game ever made. Now this is pretty special because a lot of these games were really hard or impossible to find, especially here in the United States. So here we go. We can play any Neo Geo game we want. I thought I'd try and show you some of the Neo Geo games which are some of my favorites that you may not have heard of. Let's go back in time to when I was a young kid accompanying my family on a cross-country road trip with the goal of delivering my older sister to her first year at college. At this point, we are making our way through Louisiana, traveling past the same bayous and plantations I had fought my way through in the adventures of Bayou Billy. During this trip, I am having fever dreams of desire to possess the coolest game on the planet, Sonic the Hedgehog. My mind has been colonized and occupied by the thoughts of receiving a newly released Sega Genesis for my upcoming birthday. The Sega Genesis, promising to bring the arcade experience home, and arcades are the greatest place on earth for me at this point. I'm obsessed with beat-em-ups like Final Fight, and Sega is primed to satisfy with games like Streets of Rage. So it is under these circumstances in which we enter the city at dusk. Upon checking into our hotel, we are headed to our room when I pass the vending machine room and spy a passing glance inside. There is a blessed Neo Geo machine in there, and on the screen are things I've never seen before. I see a blazing castle of doom emerge from the heavens with a boom. I see 2 heroes facing malevolent spirits which resurrect ancient warriors. I see one of these heroes transform into a great samurai and unleash a barrage of magical powers. I see an enemy soldier fall, and the spirit of a beautiful woman flutter from his earthly form and enter the body of our hero, healing him. I see our heroes in a sewer, battling other heroes I seem to know. I'm exhilarated. Later that evening, under the guise of getting ice for the minibar, I'm able to return to the vending room and have a better look. This is what I found. So, in actuality, this is the first scenes I saw of the game, and as you can see, there's a lot to like here. There's lava spewing out of cracks in some sort of post-apocalyptic wasteland. There's magical projectiles, some pop culture references with the Wild Soda billboard. Just look at how those guys explode in death. It's really cool. So you're fighting guys, and you're collecting colored orbs, which give you these sword power-ups. Different colored orbs mean different combinations and variations in the sword. So as you can see, you're fighting your way through. There's a lot of big enemies, and as you're going along, suddenly you'll be transported to these like other dimensions and other realms of existence where there's legions of these dead warriors waiting to fight you. You know, when you defeat them, these spirits leave their bodies, and that was an armored ninja dog that just entered your body. So now I can transform into that dog. Here I am fighting, and my buddy is a ninja. You can get all kinds of other power-ups once you're the other characters, such as these ninja projectile stars. So you can become really powered up and overpowered even sometimes, as you can see here, but the thing is, it's always limited by an amount of time. And here you see the ninja dog has this kind of like strider volt projectile right now, which is really cool. Here it is. It's like a saw now. It's really overpowered, but a lot of fun when you do get to play like that. Then out of nowhere, these sort of transitions will happen between scenes. Now this is one of the things that stuck with me so much. One second you're in a rundown food court of a mall, you know, just transforming into a katana warrior, and suddenly the background drops out, everything transforms, and you're in the least likely place you'd imagine to be some sort of purple magical river in some spirit realm, giant city in the background. It's just incredible. You're on a rooftop here, and out of nowhere you're just thrust up into the heavens, and now you're like in a beautiful painting, you know. Out of nowhere you'll be kind of exploring the spirit realm, and you just drop down, and then you're in some ruined earth. Then drop down again, you're into some subterranean world. I mean, just look at this. Never in a million years would I have imagined I'd be on this stampede of ghost horses right now, having to deal with this guy. Yeah, that's another thing I really liked about this game, were the enemies. Lots of large enemies that took up a lot of the screen space, and the way they presented themselves when they first made their entrance, and then just the design of them, you know, sort of mythological looking, and really just a nice variety of battles you do. Here you are when you're fighting, you can grab the enemy's sword and break them off, you know, it's really cool. Game's just a lot of fun. The way it feels is probably a little bit more like TMNT, the arcade game, or The Simpsons, rather than Final Fight or Streets of Rage. You know, it's got kind of a loose, slippery arcade feel. Yeah, and here comes this castle again in the background. It's gives you never-ending trouble. So, long story short, my sister ended up transferring out of that college after a couple years and went on to finish at another school, went on to get her master's degree. She's well educated, and meanwhile, Sangoku ended up having 2 sequels, Part 2 and Part 3, and the game really evolved and became a more refined fighter and probably a higher quality game. But there's something about that first one, just the supernatural fantasy of the world of adventure, that I'll never forget.
Okay, so I know I told you I was going to show you a couple of my favorite Neo Geo games, but a game like Sangoku, even on its easiest difficulty, still is designed to devour your change purse. So, when I get down to my last dollar, I usually go outside, find a couple of strangers who are willing to take a little risk, and we roll the dice with a game of quarters. Here's how you play. Each person takes a turn throwing the quarter. You have to hit the wall first, and then the closest one to the wall after everyone's thrown their quarters gets to collect them all for that round. Some areas would consider this gambling, so you may want to check with your local government regulations before you get started. This video, of course, is just for educational purposes. Let's get it on, gentlemen. You ready? Let's do it. Let's do this. Here we go. Round 1. Kick us off. Down there.
Oh!
Bad toss. Okay.
Dang!
Do something really good here. Not even close.
Yeah, those quarters.
Down to 75 cents, but we're going to keep it rolling here. Let's go round 2. Nice again! All right, here we go. Nothing. Again, 2 for 2. This guy's cleaning up. I might have been hustled here.
You gotta rub the quarters in, you know?
I like that. He's got some good luck method. I gotta get one here. Oh, bad bounce again. And the deadly roll. The last thing you want to do is roll. My quarter is way out of town right now. Oh, okay. Way out too. We have a real chance here. Here you go. And a deadly collect your winnings. No, I'm down to my last quarter. I may be busted out of this after this. Let's get it on.
Oh, I started at 10. You got so many quarters.
Got money bags right here.
Laundry day.
Strike 2 now. Oh, no, too high. You may never see that second Neo Geo game. I'm disgusted. I lost. What can I say? You got to roll the dice today. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to show you any other games. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.